I get paid a dollar to put a bandana on a dog and take a photo. Just like, it blows my mind. It really blows my mind. It's like amazing. It's like, it's the best thing ever. Yeah. My name's Sophia Abelos, 21. I attend Hunter College, and I'm a dog walker for WAG Dog Walking. Oh, there's a walk a mile away. Yeah, there is a walk at 5. It's actually a walk at 5. It's a mile away. It's on 86th and York. So I just go ahead and request it. Let's see. It's almost 5:30. I could say I could be there within an hour, and I'll request it. Then they're gonna. And I can just wait.
An hour?
Not an hour, but I just gotta wait to make sure that it gets confirmed. I'll get a text message. And I'm just waiting for confirmation.
The sharing economy from an economic standpoint is what I often call more of a marketization of different goods and services rather than sharing. And what I mean by that is it's much broader than the exchange or the sharing of stuff that's out there in the world. We really think about the way that technology has allowed buyers and sellers, or buyers of demanders of products and suppliers of products, to interact directly with direct exchange without having firms in the middle as intermediaries.
I was looking for, at the time, a third job, but I couldn't commit to like a 9 to 5, something I had to do every week all the time at the same time. So I was on Craigslist, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. Like, it's like Uber for dog walking. So I was like, this is fantastic. So then I applied to WAG, and they had a pretty rigorous application process. So basically, you fill out your application the way you normally do, and then there's questions, and they ask you, like, what kind of foods are dogs allergic to, or what would you do if a dog got off the leash, or how would you greet a dog for the first time, these types of questions. So they want to know if you're the kind of person that can actually do this. And if they like how you answer, they call you back, and they're like, hey, we liked your interview and how you responded, so we want to do a phone interview. Then we do a phone interview, and then I go to orientation, where I have to pass a harness test, because there's so many dog harnesses out there, so they want you to know how to use it.
I'm from Egypt, but I've been here for 28 years. I have 2 beautiful children. My son is a lawyer at the DA office, and my daughter study medicine at Harvard University. Yeah, sometimes I work 40, sometimes 50, sometimes 20. It depends on, because my family is number 1. Yeah.
Airbnb is really great, and one of the reasons I wanted to work through them was that they take care of all the billing, because it's always an awkward thing with people coming to your home, like, oh, well, can you pay me now, or and that's just all taken care of ahead of time and not through me. And then I can choose who stays here. It's people usually write a little bit about themselves, and I've given a lot of information on my listing. So hopefully they will read the listing and respond to the kinds of questions I ask on it and see if it's appropriate. For instance, I tell that there are cats on the premises, and there's a way to list all these things in your account. You can tell them when the check-in time is and checkout time. You can tell them that there's private off-street parking in the back. You can tell them how many beds, what kind of beds, if it's a real bed or a futon or a pull-out couch. You can say how many baths. You can say if it's a shared bath. All the details you can either, through their formatting, you can list them, or there's plenty of space to list what you want to that's unique about your own home.
On the one hand, it's wonderful that that people have the opportunity to move into decentralized platform labor markets. But at the same time, there's more risk, there's potentially fewer benefits.
They lower the price
For drivers.
for the drivers.
Yeah.
And they keep taking 33%. Why they don't make it half and half? Split it. Yeah, they'd reduce it 15%. If they split it half, 7.5, and they pay 7.5, it's gonna be fair. But it's not fair because we have to spend time to get money. Because we pay for the insurance, we pay for the gas, we pay for the payment of the car, a lot of expenses, and the maintenance also. Yeah.
I was really either too trusting or very desperate for the cash to pay the bills from the renovation. So I kind of took anybody. I just figured that you had to. I didn't really understand. And I did have some bad experiences. I had some teenage guys who they had only registered themselves, but they brought 6 people total. So it was really a party. So I've made it very clear now that this isn't a party space. It's actually quite quiet, and their neighbors to be respected and things like that. I had a guy who came and just stayed, and when I called Airbnb about it, they took care of it. So, and he had a dog, and I was fine with that. You know, I felt like I didn't really have any reason to have rules, and now I have more reasons to have rules.
You have people in wherever they are developing these apps, right? I don't know who they are, and I've never met them, but if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have a job, and I wouldn't be able to do my job. You know, my job has what they call WAG walker support, and it's somebody that I could text. I could text them. I don't know who they are. I don't know where they are, but if I have a problem, I text them, and then they solve my problem, and I'm super grateful to them, and I'm super happy, but there's no face or name. I don't know who I'm talking to. It's a different person every time. So it's really interesting that we all, like, they depend on me to do my job, and I depend on them to help me fix whatever my problem is, but then I don't know who they are. I can't hear their voice. So it's like actually really interesting. It's the same way with probably how owners feel, because I go to buildings and the doorman is like, oh, wow, you know, Charlie got a new walker. But really, Charlie gets a new walker like 3 times a day, because I'm not the same person that's going to come every single time. And that's a little bit weird for dog walking, because dogs want to develop a relationship with one person. But that's just not the world that we live in anymore. Nobody has time to commit to something all the time at one time every week or every day, whatever. And so like we're getting more efficient, but we're also distancing ourselves from each other. Couldn't just want to go for your walk. Oh, okay. Now, oh, all right. Now you want to go. All right. Okay. Oh, now you don't want to go. So you're gonna walk a little bit and then sit. I'm waiting for you, man. Whatever you want to do. It's your walk. I mean, you can't pee and poop right here. It's not even a proper walk. There we go. There you go.